Now, no shade to my other sister. But I did like seeing these two sisters come together. This makes me happy.
I came to check on you, sis.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie, for those who don't know me, reviewing Love Island All-Stars Season 3, Episode 15. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. So we pick up with the dumping. We have Shaq and Jess who are ready to leave the villa. Honestly, they took the dumping on the chin. They both weren't like super salty. I mean, I guess it helps that it was the audience voting and not like another islander. So the decision is completely out of their hands, right? So they both said that their first time was a lot better than this time around as far as connections are concerned. So they're aware that it was going to be rough no matter what. When it came to the vote, they don't have strong connections. Yeah, it wasn't looking good. So when they speak to Maya, Jess says that she did see this coming. She wasn't in anything strong. Yes, Tommy and her were trying to flirt with some kind of a something, but she does admit that it wasn't going to work out. It wasn't meant to be. And if somebody else, her spec, would have come, she didn't want to have to hurt Tommy's feelings. So yeah, it's best that things didn't move forward with them. Shaq says that he ended things with Helena too early. That's what you get for being greedy. Maya tells him that the audience feels like he was being a hypocrite. And his response is, I was just being myself. Ooh, you know the man is hurt. You know the man is going to be hurt. I might actually watch After Sun. I want to see his response. There is an After Sun for All-Stars, right? Oh, maybe there's not. Anyways, I want to see how he perceives his time on the show and then how he perceives our response to his time on the show. Leanne and Scott touch base after the dumping, and they both say that they're rattled by her being in the bottom, but you know what? Let's just not dwell on it. It is whatever, right? Leanne is obviously dwelling on it. Scott, on the other hand, not so much.
30 minutes ago, my whole experience and it could have changed, but
Well,
it
you
didn't
could
happen.
have gone home with her.
Not on day 14. No. There's longer to go than there has been. You look back and thought, wait, why did I leave? Like, I could still be in there.
This is why I don't be gassing up people, because every time you gas somebody up, they're going to embarrass you. Then number two, this is what's wrong with the freaking dating scene. This guy not too long ago, this same night actually, said it's no longer early days. You're my favorite person in here. I love the experience that we've had together. It would not have been the same without you. It would not have been the same without you. But now you're saying if she had left, what do I look like going home for? It's way too early for that. Really? Or should I say it like Lucinda? Really? Really? I was kind of hurt by what Scott said, not because, oh yeah, he needs to go home, like this is his girlfriend, whatever, but I just thought he would have taken things more seriously this time around. Like, we've seen you how many times in the past few years, right? I would have thought, okay, you actually have a really good connection with this girl. You've been a lot more expressive. You've been letting the villa know, like, nah, something here is different, but you would stay for what? Like, you have no problem jeopardizing the connection you have with Leanne just for an opportunity to be on a show for longer. Like, clearly this is just for TV for you. Like, anytime we see him on the screen, this is my cornerstone that I need to remember every time I see Scott. He's just here for television. He is just here for television. Because I actually thought he was building something good with her, but it don't even matter. You actually have something good and you still want to stay for television purposes? And another thing, yeah? When it comes to the dating scene, let me count my blessings that I'm out. Oh my God. You have something good. You've admitted that it's a good thing. In fear of losing out on what else could be around the corner, you would jeopardize this good thing that you have going. And it's not even a good thing that he's settling for. He genuinely likes Leanne. Leanne genuinely likes him. But because of this opportunity, you would rather... Man. Anyways, Whitney and Scott then have a conversation and she's like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I wish Shaq would have stayed over Connor. Girl. And to make matters worse, she goes and says that to Connor in bed. Oh my God. This villa is insane. The next morning, we have a lot of conversations going on. We have Lucinda, who believes that she's in the bottom because she's attached to Karen. No, honey. No, that's not the reason, okay? It's because of you. We don't like you. Moving on. Then we have Curtis, who says that he's thrown by Millie's decision to cool things down because he felt like he wasn't putting pressure onto her. And at the end of the day, he would just have liked to have known the truth. She did tell you the truth and you cried. You know, we see you, right? Like, she told you the truth and you cried. All right. Then we have Leanne, who's frustrated that Scott didn't comfort her in bed. Essentially, he would have rather she be more excited that they are still together instead of being bummed that she almost went home. But being the person who had the run that she did the last time, and then you're now here and it seems like the public still doesn't like you, you could imagine how that would affect her. And like, Scott, Scott in his mind, he's like, oh, well, she played it off, so I just thought she didn't care. And it had to be Kieran. This is not going to help the delusions of the people on TikTok who feel like Kieran is pining for Leanne on the low. Kieran is like, whether she shows it or not, of course she's impacted. She's the type to not want to say everything that's on her heart, but you know she was affected. Come on, Scott. You have Kieran telling you that? All right. Anyways, Lucinda tries to convince the girls that Tommy would be an amazing boyfriend. Girl, ain't nobody buying that. Then we have Belle, who is starting to spread the story that Scott would not have left with Leanne. And we know this is obviously going to come up at a later time. At first I was thinking, Belle, do you want to be messy like this? But Scott runs his mouth like nobody's business. So if you can dish it, you got to be able to take it. The bombshells come in, and just like last season, anytime an American is on the UK version, my brain struggles to process. I'm just like, oh, these accents, they're clashing. But anyways, of the US All-Stars, we have Yaman, Carrington, Zach, Imani, Kira, and Cher. Oh gosh, I thought I had remembered who was from when. Yaman is from season 1. He was coupled up with Aisada. Zach is from the most recent season, if I'm not mistaken. He's from season 7. He was a Casa Boy. Carrington was from season... whichever one Justine and them were on? No, was he on the one after that? Damn, I did this yesterday. Anyways, Imani was from season 5 and from Games season 1. Kira was from season 3. She was coupled up with... what's that guy's name? The Spanish guy. And she's the one who did all her little research on the Islanders. You know she's obsessed with the show and all that, so I would have my eye on Kira. And then Cher was also a Casa girl. So they are in Villa USA. Maya comes in, she talks to them, whatever, child. She goes back to the main villa and she plucks certain people to be sent to Villa USA. Those people are Millie, Belle, Whitney, Helena, Kieran, Scott, Jack, and Tommy. I did not think it would be that many people. But yeah, it's a full house, okay?
I've been in a couple since day 3, but still open.
So open?
Yeah. Well, I'm open as fuck. I'm in a couple with Connor. Yeah, now I'm here.
Are you open, Whitney?
Yeah, babe.
Yeah.
I'm single, ready to mingle, and this could not have come at a better time.
I am open, but you'd have to take a really, really good girl.
I think this is best case scenario for all the girls. I think all of them are in some kind of a shaky situation right now. And then I think this would be good for Jack. Tommy, I think he actually does want Lucinda. So, sweetie, if you want her, please take her. Please take her. Kieran, I don't really see him vibing with the girls too much over there in Villa USA. And apparently Scott is really keen because he's in the villa talking about, yeah, I'm open. Yeah. Whatever. All the people who are left behind are shook, especially Leanne. And I'm like, baby girl. Honestly, it probably would have been best for you to go home because if this man Scott brings somebody back, I won't be able to take it. Cher and Kieran have a conversation. He says that he's open to a girl who would like really just give him that wow factor. I don't think that that's gonna happen with the girls that are here. I do think that they're like great girls, don't get me wrong. I just don't know if they're Kieran's speed per se. I actually do think that Kieran and Sammy are well suited. So yeah, we'll see. He was giving her a little bit of a flirt, but I don't anticipate it going too far. I honestly would be shocked. I really would. Then we have Jack and Imani who have a conversation. And honestly, I'm immediately transported back to Imani and that little country boy, not Bergie. that little country boy who entertained her for 2 seconds, just to default back to his original type. That's what's gonna happen with Jack.
Yeah.
Ginger's got to stick together, like.
You're
Definitely
cute.
I love your accent. It's actually so great.
Thank you.
To be fair, my last 2 ex-girlfriends couldn't have looked any different. I was in a couple with Whitney, who's
Okay.
sitting over at the bar there. Officially single right now.
I'm here like, Imani, Imani and Whitney give me the same vibes because sometimes they be entertaining people that I'm just like, what? Are you actually interested? Oh God, Imani, please, please. For my sake, please don't engage with this man. And for Whitney's sake, just for solidarity purposes, please leave this man alone. Cher tells Scott that he is trouble, and this man is shocked. Sweetie, you know the cameras are rolling. You know we see you, and we have seen you. Plenty of time. Like, guys, really take it in. From the time we've seen Scott, which has only been 2 years. It's only been 2 years, y'all. He's been on Love Island USA, Love Island Games, Perfect Match, Love Island All-Stars. We see you. We know your game, sir. So yes, she is correct. You do cause trouble. Then in the main villa, we have Connor who feels like it would speak volumes if Whitney was to kiss a guy outside of the game because they took so long to get so intimate outside of a game. So he's like, oof. Yeah, if she does that, then I know where I stand with her. You already know where you stand with her. She would have rather you went home. But anyways, Whitney is talking to Yemen, and I'm just like, ugh. I don't want to ship it, but a part of me does.
But a little bit of crazy's fun, though.
Oh, it's perfect. Yeah. What about you? You crazy?
Hell no. I'm a grown-ass man. I ain't crazy.
I think I had an
He
argument.
seems very nice.
I just don't know if I can be someone that's outspoken.
Someone that can speak their mind is attractive.
I'm at the point with Whitney where I would rather be on the boat with her and Yemen than her and Connor. So if we have to take Yemen, then fine. Fine. I need to know how things ended with him and Aisata, though. And him and the blonde girl from Temptation Island. Because so far, it's looking like you are very unserious. And listen. My girl already had a rough 2025. Please don't add to the mess. Millie and Zach have a conversation, and I'm like, yes, give us nothing. Woo! Like, literally nothing. As Millie is pointing out the things that he's checking off on her list, he's like, oh, so physical. So I check 1 physical box. What else? Nothing personality related? Like, girl, you don't hear yourself? Like, you are not into this man for real. She thinks he's attractive, but like, and, you know? So, she says, what does she say? Oh, that he's kind or he's a gentleman or something. Yeah, these two are giving me nothing. I'm not shocked. Zach gave us nothing on US. He's giving us nothing here. And then I'm like, you know what? Can I blame Millie? Because was he really showcasing his personality? I don't think so. So I'm not surprised that she didn't really glean too much from here. We're also not getting much from Tommy. Tommy's talking to Kira, and all he could talk about is her earrings. Majority of the conversation was about her damn earrings. Then they spoke about how she has good genes and good teeth. Then he said he wanted to get a nose job. Tommy, get off my screen, please. In the main villa, Sammy takes it upon herself to spread the story of Scott.
Scott said something and saying how he was really worried that you were going to go. And then Belle turned around and was like, well, no, like, you could have left with her. Straight away, he was like, why would I do that?
I don't like the way that he said that. Why are you so disgusted by the idea?
I didn't like how Sammy put a little stank on it because she made Scott seem way more defensive than he was in that moment. He was just saying things flippantly. He wasn't defensive or like disgusted and whatnot. But now Leanne is thinking, why is he so repulsed by, you know, the idea of having to leave with me? Like, what does he mean by that? I wouldn't have even forced him to do that. And I do believe that too. I don't think Leanne would want, or no, she would want, but she wouldn't force Scott to like leave with her. But yeah, hearing that he wouldn't have wanted to leave with her does sting. So I do feel for her in this moment. I just hope Scott, like, even if Scott explores whatever, I guess being on the island, you owe yourself that. If you really do like Leanne, don't bring nobody back, man. Don't bring nobody back. It's not worth it. And I think Leanne is a type where once she's off you, she's off you. So if he really likes this girl, I'd be careful if I were you. Then we have Cher, who talks about her time on the countryside to Jack. This Jack, he's so excited. This is the most excited you're gonna get. This is the most you will get from these girls, okay? Don't get too hyped, Jack. Yaman asks Helena how she feels about the new guys, and she's like, yeah, I feel like you guys bring a lot of spice. But then when she's asked about spicy food, she don't like it. So girl, I mean, come on. You could tell she's not intrigued by these guys. And I'm like, I don't even think she understands that she just told on herself in an analogy, but like, you don't like them, and it's okay. They did spice up the game, but they didn't spice up your life, sister. Then we have a conversation between Carrington and Belle. Now, this is the one that I was anticipating the most.
It's a sexy outfit.
Thank you.
If I didn't believe it, I wouldn't say it, but
Very smooth.
I like your voice. I
Do you?
can't get
Do
over
you like
it.
the accent?
Yeah.
You're a good-looking guy.
Thank you. I think that's
But
the
you're
first
very
compliment I got from you tonight.
handsome.
I feel like guys don't get a lot of compliments. Sometimes I put my foot in my mouth.
Love an intentional man who says it how it is. That's fine.
'Cause,
You
you
can
know,
put my
most of the
foot
time
in
you
your
say-
mouth if you want.
I wish Carrington wasn't fishing for compliments as much as he was. To me, this felt like fishing. Maybe it doesn't feel like fishing to you. It felt like fishing to me. But I do like this. She says she likes a guy who is open with his feelings, very expressive. She's not here for the nonchalant man. Girl, nobody should be, child. So Carrington, yeah, he's been very vocal. He was even vocal about how he liked her even before she said that. So I do think that they kind of vibe. They're both so attractive. Like, please. Yes, beautiful. Love it. And I love this way more than I do her connection with Sean. So I ship it. They then play beer pong dares. We have Imani who kisses Tommy because she thinks that his connection won't last on the outside. Of course, he's partnered up with Helena, so yeah. Helena licks Carrington because she feels like he is the whole package. She thinks he's really hot. Don't see that going anywhere. Then we have Zach who kissed Millie because he has the most sexual chemistry with her. She went in on this kiss though. She went in on this kiss. I said, yeah, Millie, yeah. This is what Millie looks like when she likes somebody. Curtis, take note. Then we have Kieran who kisses Cher because he's excited to spend more time with her. It seems like he really did like the kiss too. And Belle had to check him like, hey, don't be too excited now. Belle kisses Carrington just because, and she rates it a 9. Cher kisses Scott because she feels like he is in a one-sided relationship. Now, that's what the prompt said, but her actual explanation was that he locked in on somebody too quickly, which is funny because he didn't, actually. My friend is about a week behind, and as she was catching up, I was like, damn, Scott really was playing the field when he first came around. So he didn't lock in really quickly. He just has a really good connection now, and it seems like they've just been, you know, closing every single person off since they got together, which wasn't the case on Scott's end for sure. Then we have Whitney who kisses Yaman because she feels like he is the most boyfriend material. The kiss looked nice. The kiss looked real nice. I can't even lie. I can't even, fine. If y'all gotta get together, then fine. I love when they have these like cutbacks to the main villa and they're all depressed. They're all so sad. They're all, they're freaking out. Why do we see Curtis crying? Curtis, you're crying again? You are crying again? I'm now even more convinced that Millie is his celebrity crush. And this man is now just crushed. That's what it has to be because he has no reason to be this emotional over this connection. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. And even if it was, she already pulled back the day before. No. Curtis, you're doing too much. All right. We'll see what happens in the next episode. We didn't get a preview, so yeah. With that being said, as always, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.